Who loves you, baby? Who loves you? Come on. Come through for me, honey. Come on, you know you want to start. Be good to me, okay? Be good to me. Be good to me. You can do it. You can do it. If you just start today, I promise I'll get new batteries tomorrow. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh! Ah! 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 Man, who was that guy? Holy Toledo. I just want to say up front that I am human, and while I've never actually pounded my fist on the dashboard, there have been times that I may have thrown a tool or two. Usually when it gets to the point where you're on the verge of throwing a tool, and as you get older you get better at controlling that, it's not really about the repair, it's about the frustration with yourself for not having made the repair soon enough. So today what I want to do, guys, is just show you what's involved in replacing the batteries in a big truck. Right now we've got my International here. This truck has 3 batteries, and I'd like to make it a tutorial about how to replace batteries with all kinds of safety tips. But to be honest, I don't really know a ton about batteries besides you take them out and replace them. So all I'm going to do, folks, is I'll just show you what I do, and any tips go below, and maybe you'll enjoy this video. So to get to the batteries on my truck, all we need to do is there's a little pin over here we just need to pull, and then there's a thing here we just unhook, and then all you need to do is lift up on this and just pull that out. Now look over here, isn't this kind of handy to know? The last time somebody replaced my batteries, and this wasn't me, this would have been a mechanic, they wrote down the date that the batteries were installed. So it's now 2014, so I actually got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I actually got 7 years out of these batteries, which is actually kind of crazy. I usually notice with batteries that whatever I get the best batteries I can. They're like 60-month batteries. And what I usually notice is that either in the fall, the first cold day, you'll turn the key and the battery's going to die. And that usually happened. It happened with my Dodge last fall, and it's happened with my wife's cars through the years. But with this truck, there's some kind of a draw. So if this truck sits for more than 2 or 3 weeks, I know there's a clock in there, but if this truck sits for more than 2 or 3 weeks, the batteries die. But maybe that was just a condition about the fact that this battery was so old. But I mean, holy cow, I got 6 years out of a battery. That's almost unheard of. So now there's a couple wing nuts up top here that will take this cover off. And there is a washer on that too. Okay, and then here's our batteries. Now this cable here actually hooks over to the side, and they have a place where you can charge these batteries. And so you can just hook your battery charger over to the side, and you remove this cover, hook your battery charger on, and then you hook your negative to any metal part of the truck, and you're good to go. And I mean, look at how nice these batteries are. And I'm just looking at these batteries, and I was going to go into a big speech about how wonderful Interstate batteries are, but apparently the last mechanic who worked on my truck, who put these batteries in, agreed with me, and he put these are Interstate batteries, Workaholics. So the next thing we're going to do is get some tools so we can remove these bolts. So while I went back in the garage to get the tools, I changed my hat. This is an older hat. And one thing you'll hear when you change batteries is to always wear old clothes, because if any of that battery acid gets on your clothes, it can melt holes in it. So, you know, wear old clothes. They also say you should be wearing safety glasses. I've never had a battery explode, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I always make sure I put a pair of safety glasses on. These are what I call my shop teacher safety glasses. I got them years ago, and as doofy as I look in them, they got protection on the sides too. I really like them when there's something that I'm scared of getting stuff in my eyes. And then there's just a whole bunch of junk on the battery. So I'm going to go ahead and put some gloves on too, so I don't have to get that out from underneath my nails. If you look at these studs, it looks like the mechanic put something on there. Yeah, this is something called copper coat, and the mechanic was nice enough to explain to me what copper coat is, but it's stuff that it keeps the batteries from corroding, and I mean, these batteries are flawless. After 6 years, it used to be when I replaced my batteries, there'd be all kinds of like growth on them, and I mean, I can't believe how nice they are. So when we put them back in, I'm going to show you something called copper coat, which it's a real nice extra step that, I mean, look at how clean everything is under here. So we'll see if we can start loosening some of this stuff up. And I'll make sure I put things where I can find them. See how it's got that coppery color? And there's a little bit of corrosion starting. So before we put this back on, we'll go ahead and clean these off really good. Might as well just loosen them all because they're so easy to get to. And this is why I'm wearing gloves, because that's a lot of junk. So we got all that stuff loosened, so we'll just go ahead and pull off these connectors that connect the batteries together. And now we just got to loosen up this right here. This bar is what holds the batteries in place. And from experience, I've learned that this bar, oh, it's not. Sometimes this bar drops out on me as soon as I get everything loosened. Okay, and there we go with that, and now we should be able to take this battery out. I'm going to stand up so I can get a better purchase on it and not throw my back out. And there's one. And there's that bar. And there's two. And that looks like it's either stuck or it's screwed down. It's just stuck. So we're getting a little bit of corrosion on this piece right here from the battery acid. And then we'll take off the last connectors. If we can. And there is three. Okay, so we got all our batteries out, so I'm gonna go to the auto parts store and see if I can order these. They're Interstate Batteries Workaholics. The CCA, which is cold cranking amps, is $950. So this might hurt a little bit, but well, big trucks like this cost a lot more to maintain. You can do so much more than you could if I had a pickup truck and was trying to do what I do. I mean, it's for the amount these batteries do, it's well worth the investment to get good batteries and make sure the truck is in top shape. Because boy, this truck is just so sweet to have when I'm moving topsoil, if I need to get plants, whatever I'm doing, it's just so nice to turn that key and be ready to go. So I will be right back and we'll get some batteries.